toll from flooding.
Most time our politicians just bring in policies too, for sure.
Incidentally, we have several more stories.
The legislature was carefully crafted to
22.2% inflation rates as of April this year. What does that say about where we are as a country?
I think Nigeria has resorted to being resilient.
Before you call the police station, before they even leave, they'll take permission from
I don't think there's really anything on ground to improve.
the struggle, the ASIS strike.
You have done your work and put us to the wall. We are not your slaves. I'm not a small boy. You should have given me the report. I have not seen the report.
Good morning and welcome to the program Global Morning on Global Television. It's Africa's finest breakfast show, and we're ready to give you the very best of today. Today is the 13th day of December 2023. Some say 13 is a lucky number, so definitely it means you're lucky because you've got Africa's finest dough right here to make your morning truly amazing. I'm not alone. I've got the Queen of the Airwaves just by my side.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Of course, I am Jumai Manson. How are you all doing today? 13, the lucky number, you said?
Yeah, some consider 13 a lucky number. Some say 7 is a lucky.
What is yours? Well, I think number 7 is mine. But all the same, it doesn't matter. Whether 13, 7, or 4, they are lucky numbers.
Yeah, so today is the 13th day of December. It means fast reaching the business end of the year. And Christmas is, we say 12 days away from now.
We will say 13 days away from now.
Well, mathematics is bad. No, 13?
Yesterday, okay, yeah, 12 days.
12
days.
Boy, I said better.
Okay, 12 days away from now.
All right.
The festivity is just around the corner. Everyone is shopping. Everyone is preparing for the festivity. The market is booming, actually. And yet we say the economy, people say the economy is bad, but yet things are going on smooth sail. Well, thank God.
All right, so definitely things are going smooth sail for Nigerians. We're happy that's happening. Today's edition promises to be very exciting. Now, we'll be talking big on what's happening in Rivers State. 27 lawmakers defected from the People's Democratic Party, moving all the way to the All Progressive Congress. And the latest updates from that state tells us that the two factional speakers, one Eddie Ehi and also Martin Amal Wule, have gone to the court, especially Eddie, who took the matter to the court, and the court has granted him his prayers, putting an interim injunction order asking the other factional leader, Martin, not to use the House of Assembly because it's under renovation. And because it's under renovation, I think that was a tactical move. It got burnt in October when there was a riot.
Yes, it was.
And so the governor had placed an order saying it shouldn't be used. It's under renovation. He was going to provide them a safer, more conducive place. So you see, it was a tactical move.
Yes, it was.
And so the court of it. And the court also says, okay, Martin, you cannot portray yourself or carry yourself as the speaker. Edison Ehi has the right to preside over the House of Assembly. So that's what's playing out in Rivers State. And so we'll be keeping our fingers crossed. We'll be talking big on this matter. We'll hopefully be getting some political analysts to help us speak on this. And there's someone who is one of the PDP members from Rivers State who will most likely be joining us via Zoom to tell us the other side of this story. All right, another interesting happening in Nigeria has to come from no other place but Ondo State, where the man Rotimi Akeredolu finally has gone to Germany once again to seek medical attention. But this time around, he did the needful, which had caused uproar before now, talking about handing over power to his deputy governor, who is now the acting governor of Ondo State. His name, Lucky Ayedatiwa, is now the acting governor of Ondo State after we had Rotimi Akeredolu do the needful, sign power over to his deputy. I think that's fair enough, because this was everybody has always said, why don't you do what the necessity of the doctrine of necessity says? If you're not well enough, you don't have the capacity to lead, your deputy should act.
Yeah, that is true. When you are not in the right frame of mind or capacity or due to ailment or one of those things, the deputy is supposed to act. Of course, that is in the Constitution, so it should be followed. it should be followed.
Okay, you have something for us as regards the Vox Pop.
Yeah, the Vox Pop, I do. But before then, remember, talking about the defection that we mentioned.
Yeah,
and
yes,
of course,
true.
we have a guest with us who is going to be joining us, no other person than Blessing Karibimina. He will be sharing his own opinion when it comes to the defection and, of course, the implication that will bring to River State. So, of course, let's see if we can call him up and let us hear from him. And let's just hear his own inputs and let us hear what he has to say regarding the defection. So we'll be calling him up. Hello, sir. Good morning. Good morning. You're live on Global TV, our Global Morning, and we just want to find out your own input when it comes to the defection. Of course, we are joined by Mr. Blessing Mina Karibi, and he is here live on Global TV. So, Anthony, over to you.
All right. Just to get a clear perspective to what's happening in River State, how would you assess the general happening in River State? Do you think it's something that has always synonymous with River State? We saw Rotimi Amechi have the same problem with Wike, and now this, Fubara and Wike.
The situation is very different, actually. Rotimi Amechi was completing his tenure as a PDP governor, while Wike wanted to be the next governor. It was a different scenario.
Okay.
So Rotimi Amechi wanted his own future, that's which is a complete aside, to be the governor. Okay? So this one is different in that Wike has finished and has handed over to somebody which is CDP was no more favorable to him. He could not get PDP presidential ticket. He could not get the vice presidential back then. So he had to seek for relevance because he wants to be relevant. He has been relevant in politics for about. He's not just going to oblivion. That was the scenario. So it's a new kind of war. It's a new kind of politics in Rivers State because we have never seen just an ex-governor. The moment Rotimi Amechi left the governorship seat, then he became Minister of Mediation. I think they combined like 3 ministries for him.
Okay.
He did not disturb Wike. He didn't disturb Wike. But in this scenario, Wike has to be relevant in APC. So he's fighting. It's a political survival fight for Wike. As Wike will want to be brutal because he will not just be sidelined by a technocrat, a big technocrat. Ngozi do the deputy governor is a professor of microbiology or something.
Okay.
While the governor is an accountant. So he did not pick politicians. It was deliberate. So now, if they want to make him irrelevant, he's going to fight. He will remove them by any means legally possible. So it's a different program, actually.
All right. The question is for 27 lawmakers to decamp from the PDP, which is dominant in River State and across our south region, to the APC. Is that an indication that Wike is definitely going to also defect to the APC on the long run?
The truth of the matter is that if you watch before the election, if you remember, months before even he talk about vice president or two, he came to Lagos, he supported Sanwo-Olu.
Okay.
Yes, his own language as the ABC. There was a viral video of Wike 3 days ago singing this popular Jagaban song, On Your Monday We Shall Stand. You know, so just 3 days ago. So Wike has not hidden his agenda to join APC. The question is when, not why, or he will join APC. Now, for River State has always been PDP. So it will be a big loss.
Okay.
PDP if they allow Wike to do what he do because they have actually allowed him for too long. He has been too overbearing and nobody saying anything.
Okay, talking about the PDP allowing Wike to do what he wants to do, are you concerned that the PDP, the National Working Committee, and other chieftains of the PDP have not tried to wade into this matter, especially someone like the former president, Goodluck Jonathan?
If you look at PDP is in disarray. That is the fact. That is the truth and the fact. PDP in disarray. There's no. Atiku that's supposed to be the holding power. He is not trusted than other parties within the last 6 years or thereabouts. For anybody to call Wike to order. If Wike has been called to order when he was doing the party activity before the elections, I don't think things will degenerate to this point. But he has been allowed, so of course he's still playing his cards. And so you will see how far it goes. But the next move for Wike now is to hold Rivers State under his belt. That's what he wants. He does not want to lose Rivers State because he does not want to lose relevance.
All right, let's look at the latest news we got this morning is that one of the factional speakers in Edison Ehi had gone to court seeking the court to stop Martin Amaewhule from parading himself as a speaker, and also for the court to allow him, Edison, to run the House of Assembly, which the court has granted him. How do you see this panning out, especially knowing that Edison is on the is pro Fubara?
Yes, that move has been castigated by APC already. That they went to a judge that is related to the Rivers State government, but that is politics. Everybody will do what they can to gain ground.
True.
Because the other faction, the Wike faction, has already gotten such a party order, to be allowed to operate and make laws and gather and, to do their own legislative duties. So, Fubara, of course, he was slow, but at least he's getting his acts right. So, these things will continue. It will continue like this until Fubara will find a way to destabilize the system like Obakasi did, or else, if the system is allowed to run smoothly, Fubara will not be governor in the soonest possible time.
All right, before we let you go, the question is, there's been this talk about allegations that Wike wanted 30% of the state's allocation, and that was where Fubara, he had a very strong disagreement with Fubara. How true is this allegation about Wike demanding 30% of the state's, allocation?
Wike has come out and said it is rubbish. If you follow the news then, he said no, it is rubbish because one, he just left as 8 years governor. He was the minister in education for about more than 4 years or thereabouts. So he said no, and now he's minister of FCT. He said no, it was false. And Fubara came up and said, look, he did not authorize anybody to say that because, the politics is this. Let me explain the politics. Rivers State is upland and riverine. That is the name, that is the politics playing out. Rivers State is upland and riverine. The upland, you have the Aoda, the Ogoni, the Queries, and the Shades. While the riverine, you have the Calabari, Okrikas, Boni, and others. So now, the upland has been governor since 1999. So every social Rivers State is managed and manned by the upland. So Wike himself is upland equally. So now when the only time that an Ijo man, which is a riverine man, was allowed governor, he was only a sitting duck. That is the politics. So every Ijo person, I'm not talking about in Rivers State, in Bayelsa, in Delta, everybody is interested in this matter. The Ijos are interested because they want to, have hold on the resources and the structures and the operational arrangements in Rivers State. But the upland is not aligned with that Wike. It's a deep-rooted issue. It's not just the way we are seeing it on the surface. No, it's much deeper than that.
All right, I'm going to ask you two questions in one. What's going to be the implication of this defection, especially with the court order now? Then, since it's so deep-rooted along tribal lines, are we likely to see, some violence somewhere along the line when it gets very nasty? Because we know the Jaws are quite very volatile.
It will get nasty. I will tell you this because, I'm sorry to say this. The Jaw people are not very. I don't want to say this on there, but okay, let me put it this way. The queries are smarter. They are more politically inclined. So the Jaws are seeing this as their one-time opportunity. So whatever will take it out from their hands, I can just imagine what will happen anytime things get out of their hands. Because the moment this is law, in law. The moment you remove governor, the next person as governor is the deputy governor, which is Ngozi Odu. Ngozi Odu is upland. So the judge will lose again, and they don't know when they will gain that power again. So I can only imagine what will happen. It's better imagine than real. That is the fact of the matter. No matter what anybody is saying, Asari Dokubo will speak up very soon. Atekepa will speak up very soon. Others, Major, all those Niger Delta struggling for power. They will still start speaking up very, very soon. So after Dokubo made a video about 2 weeks ago, saying that the president should be more lenient in his appointment and all that, should not be biased, So, but give or take, I will assure you that the judge will not allow this to. Wike will try all he can, and he might win.
All right, Blessing, Mina, it was great talking to you this morning on Global Morning, and thank you for giving us a very deep insight as regards you from time to time to give us more updates from the Niger Delta perspective. Thank you very much this morning.
You're welcome, and thank you too.
Thank you.
All right, you're watching Global Morning, and we're still focusing on the big crisis in Rivers State, where the governor, Sim Fubara, is loggerheads with ex-white governor and present FCT Minister Wike, as they struggle for the soul of Rivers State. For you, from Mina's analysis, do you think we're going to have any headway anywhere anytime soon?
My own analysis, I hope so, but not anytime soon. I think this will linger a while, but with time, I guess.
All right, so let's, we have some views from Nigerians.
Yes, let us hear the interactions from individuals in our society, what they have to say about this defection. Just stay tuned and don't go anywhere. It's Global Morning.
You see, these politics things, I think it's brotherly love. They just love themselves. They just love themselves. So whenever, if I like your party, I join you. If I don't like your party, I leave. Sometimes personal gain, sometimes that's what maybe they want to.
It's just for selfish interest. These politicians don't have the masses at heart. All of us know about that. When it comes to the interest of the masses, that is not their drive. What drives them is the money. Okay? Where my name will be mentioned, where I will progress, where I will get it. You understand? The test of power is actually very high. Once you have once you have the test of it, you always want to sustain it.
We in Nigeria, we are not happy, to be frank, because it makes the democracy, we don't understand what they are doing. If we have a good law in Nigeria, they could have put a law that will not allow anybody, once the party that you win election, you don't supposed to change party, because even we the Nigerian citizens, we are not happy.
My name is Mohamed Chubado Ahmed. The reason is just their own personal interest, that is it, because they are not getting what they want from PDP. That is why they are jumping to the APC, because it's not the interest of the public. That's the only thing.
I'll probably say some is selfishness. Maybe they are not content, or there is something there's something they are looking for. They are not getting it in the other party. So once they are in this other party and they believe they can get in the other party, depending on the person that is there, then they'll definitely go there and get what they want. So
for me, politics is not all about party. Okay, it's interest. And sometimes you might be in a party and they're not giving you what you want. You understand? So being in the party, moving from one party to the other has nothing to do with their personality, because there are some things you will see, especially as far as Nigerian politics is concerned, is more of who has the ball. It's the person that has ball that can score goal.
Right. It's based on self-personal interest, you know. Some of them, they go into another party because of maybe their own personal interest, or someone somebody they desire that is on seat. I don't know.
Be away, all these things should be put a stop to be put on all of them.
Right, in case you're joining us, you're watching Global Morning on Global Television, and we'll be looking at the Rivers State crisis, the defection by 27 lawmakers. We're looking at also how to curb this arbitrary defection by political parties, and the implications is what we're looking at. And for you, what will be the high point of one of the key things Blessing Mina did tell us?
For me, he said, he spoke about the implications and all of that, which is real, and of course the crisis that is going to occur, and he bluntly said it, that of course you know how it is when it comes to politics. So there was someone that mentioned, she said, it's not about the party, it's not the people but the party and what you can bring to the table. I think what you can bring, what you actually add into that political party to make a difference in our society is what really matters, though.
All right, so we'll get to see, hopefully, after the AM news that will be coming up in the next few minutes, we'll be having taste and texture, and we're having sports in between, and we're also going to be going through the business line where we've got a business point, right?
Yes, exactly.
So lots of goodies just for you. Make sure you stay with us. But one key thing, which I took out from the conversation we had with Blessing Mina, is the fact that there's likely to be deeper crisis because he talked about those in the upland and the riverine area, and Wike is from the upland. The current deputy of Fubara is from the upland, and he mentioned about the riverine people, the Jaws. We know how volatile they are, and they've always cried of marginalization, and so they are so close to being a leading estate, and if they smell a rat or feel like they're trying to be, I guess we know what's going to come up. And so I think the federal government, this time when the federal government should act right and not wait until things spiral out of control, then they now start doing damage control.
Yes,
already they taking the matter to the courts. I think that's positive. Hopefully the court will be able to quell whatever crisis.
And actually that's the right step in the right direction, if I will say. Taking it to court right now, that's really the right step to take before things get really out of hand. And right now, that's really the right step to take before things get really out of hand. And really, we do not want that.
Definitely, we wish the best for our dear country, and especially for the people of River State. River State is very, the GDP, especially knowing fully well how much they contribute to the production of the crude oil, which our 2024 budget is primed on. And so it means whatever happens in that state is very, very important. And that's why we're dwelling on.
Just add a quick one, Anthony. And you know why everyone should show concern? Because whatever state, if you say to yourself, it doesn't concern me in one way or the other, there is a link. It will affect us, like you said, the oil producing state. Anyway, so it will really affect us. So we all have to put all hands on deck.
All right, so that's our message for you for the very first, let's say the first 30 minutes of Africa's Finest Breakfast Show, Global Morning. We'll go in for the news, so you get well educated and informed as regards the big happenings in Africa's biggest black nation. After the news, we've got a lot of goodies just for you. Stay with us.